Yes, sir. We back with another one of the biggest freestyle show on the planet with SPINLYFE. You already know every week we got that heat. Joe West is here, live performance switch featuring A Boogie. We ain't gonna talk about it. We gonna get straight into it.
Yeah, I bring all the dogs out, got them right at the dog house. We in the tropic now, can't do no talking now. Coming from where I'm from, gotta talk like this, talk like this. Watch both ways, I'm worried about who gon' switch. It come from this way, that way, this way, that way. What? It come from this way, that way, this way, that way. Yeah, it come from this way, that way, this way, that way. It come from this way, that way, this way, that way. Ooh, ooh. Niggas know what's going on every time I drop. I'm at the crib and I'm sitting in the skybox. Trap still boom like hot tops. Everybody wanna know what I got. Niggas still coming from my spot. I was just riding the act, Now I could slide in the Maybach, hey. I'm not keeping it quiet. Hate on me loud, but they think me in silence, hey. You got a lane, but I got me a plane, nigga. I am the pilot, hey. Roses are red, my hunters are blue. My bitch name is Violet, wait. I'm keeping the peace on both of my sides, but one is for violence, wait. New shit on horizon, I'm with the gang deeper than Verizon, hey. I told her the crew was rising, hey. She told me her moon is rising, hey. That ain't the only thing rising. Hop on his lap, give you something to slide with. You shit with my team, she vibrant. Might wet up the block like a hydrant. Yeah, I bring all the dogs out, got them right out the dog house. We in the tropic now, can't do no talking now. Coming from where I'm from, gotta talk like this, talk like this. Watch both ways, I'm worried about who gon' switch. It come from this way, that way, this way, that way. It come from this way, that way, this way, that way. Where? It come from this way, that way, this way, that way. It come from this way, that way, this way, that way.
I got a switch on me for any nigga that think he gon' pick on me.
Yo, shout out A Boogie, man. Hybrid's the label, Uptown Records, Republic Records, Academy Records, Off the Grid. We are fucking shit up. Yiddy.
Yes, sir. Joe West, switch.
Out now.
Out now. Officially out now. Definitely.
Yiddy.
Thank you for coming.
Nah, of course, of course.
Thank you for coming. I'm definitely feeling that song too. How'd you get your name, Joe West? Let's get into it.
Joe West came college. Was average Joe. You feel me?
Okay.
You feel me? Niggas was from Harlem. Somebody said that shit was too corny. So niggas was bumping Dave East around that time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Dave East.
Say that.
He's
Say
from
that.
East Side. So I was like, all right.
Say that.
Joe West.
Joe West.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. I like that. And when did you get into music?
2016.
2016?
Yeah, around that time. Yeah.
What influenced you?
My boys in college, we used to freestyle in the car type shit, and then they used to tell me, like, you from New York, you should try to rap more, you know, and they were from Chicago type shit, so they was like, nigga, you African, but, you know what I'm saying, you sound like you from over there, you was born there, so you gotta really take that in, and then after that, we just kept going, and then I started to actually write my music and, like, study other old artists and the new artists and everything, and then that's when I started to see that, oh shit, I can actually talk. And I used to stutter a lot, but when I made music, I didn't stutter type shit. So when I started rapping, it felt like everything more fluid, and like, you know, I ain't have to like think too much. I could just say.
Yeah, I've heard that before where people stutter, but when they reciting something like a rhyme or singing, it just like goes away. I don't know if it's the confidence, or I don't know what it is, but
you get to, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, work on it. You get to construct it, cut it, edit it. You get to memorize everything, but then you got the opportunity to like build and not feel like you're failing. You can't fail.
Yeah.
You write in. You just write it, erase. You feel me? Write, erase, and then. But when you like in front of people and you saying something right then and there, you trying to say something, niggas like, oh shit, nigga, you be bugging, and start laughing and shit. Like, stop playing me, nigga.
Exactly. What artists was you listening to growing up? Like, who influenced your sound? Because your sound is definitely unique. You know what I'm saying?
Joey, Badass, Mick, Isaiah Rashad, Mos Def. I listened to a lot of Michael Jackson growing up.
Say that.
Type shit.
That.
You know, but not that, I don't know, not that it influenced me, but, you know, I guess the performing thing influenced me and how he's like the stage presence and stuff. But, Waka and them niggas type shit. Yeah.
Say that. As far as music, what you working on right now? Well, what you working on right now, period, because Joe West, you into a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Modeling, music. So what you got going on right now?
Right now we preparing for the next track that we about to drop called Leisure. We got EP around May.
EP coming too.
You know, video with a boogie coming soon as well, and potentially going on tour with him in Europe. And as far as the modeling, you know, it's more brands are starting to hit us up and wanting to collaborate and everything with my agency, because I'm with Maryland, New York, Maryland, Paris, Viva Models Berlin, and W Model Management London. So I'm in the market out there. So right now they preparing for Paris Fashion Week and everything, and just like learning how to, we're not learning, but figuring out a way to collaborate the artistry and the modeling fashion. So
definitely. Don't stop. We were just talking about that before we aired, and that's how I saw you at first, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know exactly what it was, if it was Louis or whatever, but I seen you modeling at first, and then I heard your music, you know. And a lot of times it makes sense when artists are modeling or acting and they're doing music. It goes hand in hand, and then you just see them grow even further. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just one lane no more. Now it's 2 lanes, and those 2 lanes turn into multiple lanes. And then it's just, damn, like Joe West just blew up out of nowhere. But he's been working every day, like, you know what I'm saying? He actually didn't blow up. He's been grinding to this point. So I always say my 2 favorite words, don't stop, and especially to you, don't stop.
Facts.
You know what I mean? You got a lot going for yourself. You signed too, right?
Yeah, I'm with Republic Records.
Congrats.
Uptown Records and Academy.
Congrats. That's what I'm saying. So you got a lot of things going for yourself. Just keep it going. You know what I'm saying?
I will.
How did that feature with A Boogie come along?
It came along, well, we created the song already and recorded it. It had 2 verses already, and his verse wasn't there. But Cortez, the man, the founder of Academy Records, the one that found me, he's also a songwriter, and he's also songwriter and helps other artists. It's mad other stuff he does. But whatchamacallit, he was working with A Boogie and another artist. So I guess he sent the song to them and sent them 2 songs, and then they're fucking with.
And he was like, "I'm feeling it."
Yeah, and then after that, I was expecting him to get on another song, but he ended up sending that one back, and then I heard it, and then that's when you start hearing people say, "Yo, bro, this shit hard," you know. And then that came about, and then we ended up going on tour with him in Maine.
How was that?
It was dope.
That was dope.
Yeah, it was
hell of an experience, right?
Yeah, most people I've ever performed in front of. It was like 5,000 people, I think, 45.
Nice.
It's crazy in the arena. And then I met him that day. You know, I met his team, met his manager, Six, great guy. He's from Ghana too.
Yeah, oh yeah?
Six,
okay.
Facts.
Shout out to Six.
Shout out to Six. Yeah, nigga QP from Ghana, and Bubba is from Gambia. Type shit.
Yeah, the African takeover is real.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when I was with Boogie, you know,
definitely real.
He was there, like, talking about how he went to Gambia and just how Africa, what it is, and just how dope it was, and just the freedom it is. And then we just started talking about the music and just the Harlem Bronx connection, and just, you know, being cool in general. And then, you know, I realized he was a cool, genuine dude. And also I felt like, oh man, you know, I think I belong here too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. I mean, at times you got to give yourself that entitlement, because a lot of times we work so hard, but we don't give ourselves that recognition.
You feel like you got imposter syndrome sometimes.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely deserve that, man. Before we get out of here, let the people know where they can find you at. Let them know where they can find your music at, and just tell them, you know, what's coming out. We already said, what was the name of that next single?
Leisure.
Make sure you check for that. The song to this, the link to this song will be on the bio, even though it's out already. We need y'all to keep streaming that a little more.
Facts.
The video's on the way.
Yes, sir.
We need that, because I seen I don't know who did it, but it's like you know how they do videos where it's not the actual video?
Oh yeah, but it's just like the promo.
Yeah, I think they took clips from your previous videos
and then created the.
I seen that. That was good, but we need the actual
video.
Yeah. So Joe West, man, let them know where they can find you at. Let them know where they can find your music at. Just tell them where they can find Joe West. Oh, matter of fact, before you do that, I apologize. Words of advice. What advice does Joe West have for other artists coming up, artists that's been in the game? Just advice that Joe West has.
I mean, artists is coming up or been in the game. You know, in the cross between that. 'Cause I'm
Exactly.
new and also starting to establish.
That's why your
what's
art.
going on.
That's why your advice is very valid
Yeah.
because you still in that transition, and the people are wanting to go to that place. Know what I'm
Facts,
saying? So
facts.
anything you have to offer would be great.
You know, from my experience, you know, it's quick, and then there's moments of, you know, there's moments you're not gonna learn from at the moment because you're gonna be going through so much stuff. You're gonna be learning after the fact, months after the fact, you know. But one of the main things that I would say is, you know, just to make sure the people around you is good and that they're protecting you, and then, you know, they care and have discernment, and, you know, who's around, and, you know, to not let go of that, you know, childlike energy you had before, you know what I'm saying, you start to get seen. And, you know, there's going to be moments where you're going, you know what I'm saying, be at a different headspace and probably feel like you're entitled, and moments where you want to feel grounded, and that's just normal because a transition is a transition. You know, it's basically like, you know, your whole body beginning to, like, you know, you have your body is like here, and the other half is, you know what I'm saying, somewhere else type shit. So you know, you're gonna go through self-doubt, you're gonna go through major moments of confidence, you're gonna go through all of that. So, you know, just to remember to keep the core, and the people around you are what gonna represent you the most, and make sure your head is on a swivel. So, you know, when you get to those moments where you don't know what to do, you know, close your eyes, you know, run through that wall, make it happen, and look around, and you're gonna see that it was, you know, worth the while. So, and number one thing, obviously, is, you know, God, and, you know, making sure your parents and anybody that's, you know, there and love you and that was there before, you know, you continue to have, you know, that type of, like, you know, humbleness and everything, you know, but don't be too humble, because, you know, sometimes people can make you feel like you gotta be humble, but nah, you gotta remember, like how you said, you know, sometimes you gotta be entitled because you earned it and you got there. So, you know, it's a lot of advice to give, but just to remember you're gonna be going through a huge, you know, transition, and the best thing is to have people around you and God, and to keep that childlike energy in your body, and just go, you know.
Just go, definitely. Definitely. I love it. Let them know where they can find you at. Let them know where they can find your music at. Just tell them about Joe West.
You can find me at on Instagram, Joe Westington, Twitter, Joe Wicked West, Snapchat, oblack_17, Facebook, Joe West, and you can find my music on every platform, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon, Apple, you know what I'm saying, any platform there. And then, yeah, you feel me? I might do a hotline, you know what I'm saying? I might send my number up, stop playing. I'm just kidding.
Definitely. Yeah. Joe West, thank you for coming again.
Thank you so much, bro. To
like
my
I
African
said,
brother, you heard.
You
Ghana, Senegal,
know.
West Side Connection. Stop playing.
You already know. Africa Takeover is strong.
Stop playing. We here. We here.
Like I said, make sure you keep on streaming that Switch featuring A Boogie. Make sure you check for him. Check his page. Make sure you check our page. Share the link. Hit that notification button. Y'all already know the biggest freestyle show on the planet. Scott, Off the Grid, and we out.